Greetings and wholeness. I know by the title, y'all are furious or probably relieved. So I'm going to start off with a quote with Osho. Um, Not the exact quote, but along the lines of, life is not something to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. Life is to be trusted, like not doubted. Life is to be lived. So I'm going to start off with that. Life is supposed to be lived and trusted. When we avoid life, we make up excuses, to stay in our comfort zone, whatever makes us feel safe, even though it's not healthy at all whatsoever. We will stay in our filth instead of live life, live in that uncertainty, open up. And of course, in the life we live in now, like Black women are idolized, put on a pedestal, expected to save the world, you know, um, when we're bleeding out, don't have those safe spaces to, to be vulnerable. But when those safe spaces do open up, what do? We close up. We're like, either this is too good to be true, self sabotage, because it is all in our comfort zone. Our life is just constructed based off of the identity that we have created every single day. So stepping out of like our comfort zone and into courage, even in spite of fear, we still act on urge to get out of our comfort zone and knowing that we are taken care of. So, what I'm trying to say is that not allowing yourself to live life and live with, just watching people live their lives, be courageous and think that that's not within us, is ungodly. So, in this video, we are going to talk about how to become the gods that we have been. And that is stepping into courage, getting out of our comfort zone. When that safe space does open up for us, because the Most High only wants good for us, And God is in everything, every lesson, it is to remind us and be on the path of God. So staying in that bubble of comfort, um, and it's not healthy at all, is ridiculous and ungodly again, so we want to be the gods that we are. We got to do some godly things, move out of courage. So that's a very interesting thing that, iron in the periodic table, it's Fe, and Fe translates to faith in some language, translates to faith. So who in the, how do I say this, demography, suffers from anemia and low iron? Black people, Black women. So to get back on our godliness, our goddessness, we have to get up from our comfort zone. Forget that jealousy, whatever whatever makes you feel comforted. It can be in, and safe right now. And it can look like, making sure that you look busy, making that money, or feeling like you don't have enough money to be in these spaces, you know, whatever makes you feel safe in this moment, you have identified with. And of course, it's going to be so hard to get out of that comfort zone because, again, identity and ego. So that has to die, which feels like everything you have created has to go. And there is no purpose. And it just seems unproductive doing all of that. All of that construct that went into one's identity. But nothing stays the same in nature. Everything blooms and transforms. And so is our life. Our life is supposed to be transformed. We are supposed to go into these divine experiences that wake us up and make us feel courageous. Whether it's you're jealous of this person's courage or this whatever, it is practice. It is a muscle. It is something that we can improve. Courage in spite of our fear. It is a muscle. All of us are just, working out because that's the things that's being pushed onto us. And that makes us feel safe, is going to what, TV tells us, what, the news tells us, whatever, It is important, again, to practice that muscle. Being courageous, getting out of your individualistic mindset. We are all interconnected beings. We all need each other. So even the world, literally by stepping out of our fears and comfort zone, we would be, saving the world, doing that little thing, that seems very big. It will literally feel like a very drastic change, of course, and even to the world. Because when you change the world within, you change the world outside of you, at least your perception of yourself and the world. Right? I feel like I'm rambling on. But the whole point of this video is to walk into your godliness, into your goddessness. God is within every single thing. To not trust God, I don't know, man. I don't know. Out here reading Bibles, but not trusting life, not open to life. And of course, you can identify with all of your griefs and sadness and traumas, your ancestral traumas and all of that, but it's not yours to hold. Let go to let God. Yes. Okay. So again, what makes us feel safe is running away. It's hiding. Or maybe being accountable or accounted for. Being in something that you may feel like this is not you. You can, every single day, you have a choice to create a new identity. A new identity every single day. We have an imagination every single moment. You do not have to identify with all the bad things, all the scary things, and let that push you. Let that push you. Okay. You want to meet God? Get outside of your comfort zone. But, some people may feel like meeting God is like meeting the devil because it's so out of their identity, their scope. their perception of themselves. The world, everything we complain about, the world, the men, society, communities, all of that would literally be changed by women getting out of their comfort zone, out of their distractions, whatever makes them feel safe. Even though they know that this is healthy over there, over yonder, but still choose to stay in the perception that is crippling them. And they feel it every day. Again, you can create a whole new identity for yourself and practice that. Whatever, like, you know how people go to school for something, like, you gotta learn. You gotta learn this. This is a life skill to build your courageous muscle. The people over there that you're very inspired by, they had to build that muscle. So why aren't you? It's okay. It's okay. Practice today. Getting out of your comfort zone. Being a coward is a thing of the past. All right? We're going to the new earth. We're in it. We're in it already. You know, just thinking about it, we're already there. Science says that when you think of something, your body's already experiencing it. Your cells are experiencing it. But it's your identity, the perception of yourself that limits you from experiencing life. So go ahead. Practice, practice, practice makes better. Yeah, so I want to give you a tool that helps you to get out of your comfort zone. And honestly, it for me, it is enemas that really helps you reset your nervous system. Why? Because the brain is connected to the gut, and when there is so much tension, tightness, so much that the gut has been holding on to for so long, we are able to release things that we didn't even know we were holding on to. So I give you this gift, this tool, this like sacred release, like just this homecoming, this thing that just brings you back to your body. And the body is part of the mind, the greater mind as well. So taking care of the body takes care of our hearts, our wombs, our the everything, the intricacy of life, the layers of it, and just being able to release and soften our belly, let go, and stop identifying with this tightness. It does not belong to you. Let it go. Okay? Stop getting in your own way with how you perceive yourself. You are so much more than how you see yourself. Okay? So I'm sending you love, softness, and safety, that way you can trust yourself again, trust God, trust your intuition, trust, a greater plan other than what you have for yourself. Trust the mastermind in this, you know, um, trusting that whatever scares you is pushing you to be greater than what you are now. And sometimes you may not even imagine the greatness that you are supposed to step into, you know? Like, you truly can't imagine. Thank God. Thank God. You know? But fear is to push us, like when we were with our mothers and um or our caretakers and we're like, I don't know. And it's like, you can do this. You can, you know? So I'm here to guide you. Check out my contact information, our website. Just to explore more on how to soften. You know,